Witness history in the making. The McIntyre Mini Globe Race 2025. Small boat, huge adventure.
Well, good day, everybody. Big day today. We have 4 580s turning up today. Alma Humans Class Globe 580s in the Mini Globe Race. Whoop, whoop. And it's really, that's a classic statement, just saying it, after 7,000, 7,400 miles from Panama. We've got 4 boats arriving in one day, and we've had another, 4 boats turn up in the first few days. So fun racing, and that's really on the go. Jacob's roaring through the pass, or he's just come through in the last hour or so. He's already in the lagoon, and Adam's coming up shortly after that, and Eric, who for some mysterious reason, took to the south of one of the islands down here, and it's cost him heaps. He's lost out, I think, something like 90 miles to Jacob from Tonga to here, which is outrageous because it's only a 5-day sail or something, normally 5 or 6 days. So there's a story to be told there, and there's some strange things happened last night. I just had a quick look at the track coming in as I turned on, and I don't know what it is, but something happened to a couple of boats. We'll find out later today, no doubt, when they get here. But it's going to be a big day. So we just had a VIP turn up. Xavier, the famous Xavier, just turned up. He's a class 650 mini sailor. Was trying to get a 650 around Australia solo, but managed to get hooked up in a bad storm and damaged the boat, and didn't succeed after getting 3/4 of the way or more around Australia. Anyways, so mates with Holiday Dan, who's right next to us on an adventure, and he just got off the plane. And it's interesting because all of the sailors here, the 580 skippers, they're turning into VIPs in their own right in the marina, and lots of other sailors coming through, checking out the boats and stuff. But they're getting free dinners, free, Dan just got lent a car. Some of them are being slipped some money to support their team from the sailors around here and all that sort of stuff. And they're having a ball. But, it's quite good to see. I think everyone's very surprised. And it's proving once again that when we talk about the 580 and to people around the world and they read about it, they think, oh yeah, that's cool. When you actually see the boats, when you stand alongside them and see the boats, it's completely different than the videos and the pictures and this, that, and the other. You get a real sense of purpose because they are really cool, dedicated ocean-going, 5.8 meter boats. They're not your normal 5.8 meter boat, and people are quite surprised. And I think to date, and talk comes easy, of course, but so far we've had 3 different sailors here that have either said themselves they want to build a 580 now and get involved with even the MGR, or they've urgently sending photos and comments to their friends, and in particular say, oh, I've got to send this to George, this is just right, just what he wants to do. And it's very interesting stuff. So there's a bit of fun going on here. And, of course, Argo got in last night. That was good to see. He came around, and the forecast was suggesting a bit of breeze, and he came in and it was probably 15 to 20, and it's now died right off. It's another beautiful morning here in VUDA Marina. Blue sky, lovely temperatures, all that sort of stuff. And we were thinking that that Jacob would get here about 10, but I think he's slowing down because the wind's dropped right off a bit now. So it may be about 11 o'clock or something, and I'm not sure what will happen to Adam with that. Plenty of breeze around the outside of the island, which I'll show you in a minute. But once you get in the lagoon now, it's absolutely in the lee, so things are changing. Anyway, let's get straight into it because I don't want to. Yesterday, we nearly missed Canadan coming onto the dock because we did the tracker here, and during the course of that, I missed a message on WhatsApp, and they said they were picking him up and he was going over. So I just happened to wander up on deck, and all of a sudden I see him on the move, and I said, Dan, you're going. And Jane didn't have the gear ready. So you've got to run or walk. We ran all the way around the back of the marina to get to him while the singing and dancing was going on, but we had to stop at the fuel dock because we could see it was going to be over by the time we got there. So we filmed it from a distance, and fortunately Adam got Dan dancing he was dancing quite cool. So anyway, we got it up, and lots of things going on. So straight into the tracker, and let's see what's happening. So you've now got the tracker, and I am coming onto the tracker. So I've got it. There it is, and you can see Jacob's got through the pass. He's trundling along down through the lagoon now. So that's his next task. Adam, you can see him there. I'll just make this a bit bigger. That's as big as I can go. There's Adam, and further down the back as we pan this out, here comes Eric up from around the big island down here. He's something happened there. I'm not sure what it was, but anyway. So we'll have all three: Jacob, Adam, Eric, and Argo got in this morning at about 3 o'clock. Picked up the mooring. 4 boats in a day. All right, so I scan back, get rid of that. I scan back here and put the wind in. Here comes the wind. We've got the grids, and then I'm going to go right to the back and see if we have a Popeye and Boy. Nope, they're still there. So we're coming back to just mark, carrying on. They've got a good breeze there, solid breeze. Even Mark is doing 5.4 knots, not catching Gary. Gary's happy with that. So now I'll pick it up. Josh is still on the island. He might be underway. No, still on the island. Okay, so Gary's going around over the top. Gary's doing 3.7 knots, 82 mile a day, plenty of breeze. He's on a roll. I'm not sure why he's going so slow though, because he should be doing fives there. Should be getting the 100 mile days now. So he's still only showing 3.7, and I don't know why. But anyway, Josh is still there, and he must be ready to move. I've been so busy, I forget exactly. He's leaving today, yeah. Jane just said, yeah, I thought it was today. So sometime today, Josh will be on a roll, and he'll be here within about 5 days, I'd say. So that puts him in on the 24th. So he's going to get 4 weeks as well. And Gary's going to bypass Tonga, and we still put the 8-day stopover and his time to close the anchorage into his sailing time. So he's just been given the dispensation so that he can be part of the fun. He hasn't seen any fun because he's never been in port long enough with the rest of the team. So he'll be looking forward to that. Plus his wife's coming over and all the rest of it. So a bit of fun ahead there. All right, so now Jasmine will be happy because she's not going to Windward anymore. Where's Ayrton? Oh, he's cleared out. Jeepers. Okay, so Jasmine, 4 knots and doing 82 miles in the last 24 hours. And there's no shortage of breeze there. You've got this yellow chin, so it's 25s, gusting maybe even up to 30. But usually when you see the tinges of yellow, it's 20, 25, gusting 28. And I think the breeze is going to get stronger, but we'll have a look at that later on in a minute. Ayrton, 4.6, 104 mile day. Come around the bottom end of the islands there. So that's pretty cool. And then we come right up here to Eric. Now this is where something happened there. I don't know what that was. Boom, boom, boom. Unusual because any big winds would have come in from the south going around. So maybe he was following the sea. Maybe he went to sleep and hooked up and woke up and found he'd gone the wrong way, but he's on track now. So Eric's got 4.4 knots, 103 mile day overall. So that's pretty good. And then Adam up here, he's got 5 knots and 117 mile day. And we'll go distant. Well, we can look at that from here. Jacob, 4.5, 105 mile day, the same. He's come through the lower pass, and he's got 14 and a half miles to go at the moment. Oh, the timeline's different. No, that's 2000. Okay, that's good. So 14.5, and Adam has got 28. So he's 8 miles behind, which will be less than 2 hours. So he's actually, I think he's picked up although no, the distance in 24 hours says Jacob got further, but he seems to be pretty close. So that's good. And Eric is now distance to the finish, 50 miles. So if he's doing 5 knots, he should be doing 5. He'll be here in 10 hours. So he should be in here right on sunset. But let's hope he gets in before dark. Also, there's a timeline for customs. They can squeak it till about 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock. If you can do that, it'll come straight into the custom pontoon, and they can clear him in today. So that'll be a race. He's on a race now to get in so he can clear customs tonight. Otherwise, you'll have to either anchor out, depending on the weather, or come in on the mooring. And Jacob had a little bit of a thing here too. I don't know what that was, but if we pick this up here, come on. What's going on here? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. Something happened here. I don't know what that was. Boom, boom, boom. You can see it. Might have been changing sails or doing something, but he had a little bit of an issue. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Here it is. You see this one, he went backwards for quite a bit on the way through, and he come on, it's not opening up. Anyway, come on. Nope. I'll try zipping back. Here it comes. I'll go a bit smaller. Okay, so there's Jacob and his ETA now. There's the line. You can't quite see the line on that scale. I'm all over the place here. There it is. So he's got exactly 14 miles to go. He's doing 4.5, so let's say near enough to 5. He's 3 hours from now, so 8, 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. So you can expect to see us out there with a live. We'll get the boat. The conditions are quite reasonable now. Hopefully we can get out there to the line and have a bit of a hoo-ha and actually warn him not to jump off the boat when he gets onto the customs dock. He's renowned for being excited on finishes. And this is a big finish. This is a finish of leg 2. So I'll have to get him to calm down. And let's see what happens. Anyway, that's all pretty good. So what's happening with the weather? We'll scan right back here and just look at the weather for the others coming through. If it catches up. Yep, there it is. Let's see what it's going to do. Well, we know it's going to keep building by the look of it. So there's Gary, Jasmine. Josh will be coming out into it about the same, just ahead of Gary. So if we just push that through, I'm clicking through every few minutes. It's all trade winds, and there it goes. You're getting the solid yellows there, and that's where it's going to be solid trade winds, blowing at 25, gusting 30, maybe higher. So it's really going to kick them along, and that's going to last for 2 days, I think. You can see the strong lee of the main island here as well. Be calm when they turn the corner. So there's the 20th. Plenty of breeze there for the next couple of days. So some fast sailing. If you saw Argo's video as he's closing the coast, he was hooting along, doing 6s and 7s and stuff like that. So, and it gets a bit more relaxed on the 21st. So then it's more pleasant. So Gary and Josh will have a nice approach. Hopefully not too many calms. It's the 21st. It's 3 days for them. Oh, it gets quiet. So okay, they're going to have another pleasant sail, but it might take them a bit longer. And the Girton and Jasmine, they'll zip in. They should be at 255. So it's now Thursday morning. That's Friday morning, Saturday afternoon for Ayrton, and maybe Saturday night, Sunday morning for Jasmine. There's a quick ETA. Okay, I'm through that lot. I'm just going to come back here, get rid of that one, and say g'day. And g'day, Shannon. He leaves around 2:30 today. Thanks for that. Yep. Jacob next. Yep, for sure. Dark Hands. Jacob was dressing the boat then. Good. He's putting his lee cloths up and flags. That's cool. What are the customs and clearance fees? If you get in on a weekend, it's about $1,000 for everything. You've got a clearance fee, you've got a quarantine fee or doctor incineration fee. It's all got to be burnt, and other little miscellaneous fees. So this is not a cheap one, but they're very thorough. They're very protective of their environment here on all sorts of issues. And they work closely with Australia and New Zealand, so they advise them on different things. And there's been a few quarantine scares, I think, in the last 6 months or so, so they're being very particular. But if you get in on a weekday, you've got to pay overtime fees if you're on a weekend. If you get in on a weekday, it's a little bit less. It can come down to about $750, $800, and go from there. Okay. All right, so that's it. We'll see you soon with a live for a few today. So stand by. There'll be Argo this morning, probably in the next half hour or something. Then there'll be Jacob about crossing the line about 11. Then there'll be Adam sometime in the afternoon, and then there'll be Eric probably just on dusk or maybe in the dark, or we'll wait and see. Hurry up, Eric, if you're watching this. So we'll see how we go. Okay, thanks for the cover, and we'll see you all soon. See you later.
In the making. The McIntyre Mini Globe Race 2025. Small boat, huge adventure.